opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one in the NFC. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on a national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise, no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done, in his mind, each and every time.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
18 yards on the play.
Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
This one to Bourne out on the left side. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 42-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. Pass complete once again to Bourne. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the 49er first down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. 28 yards for Christian McCaffrey. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. His short throw caught by Goddard, and he goes out right around the 39. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35.
He's taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
5-yard line.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 40 yards out. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
This has a feeling of a back-and-forth game, and we've seen that in evidence already with each of these teams' opening drives. This is what you call a quick answer, as they go down the field in no time flat and finish with a touchdown run.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Shotgun now with Purdy. Got the connection here to Bourne. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Back to throw, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. And a 49er 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This is how offensive coordinators earn their money. He thought he was ahead of the curve after 1st down.
Got 7 yards 1st down play, but then you get stuffed there on 2nd down, maybe just a yard out of it. Now your advantage is evaporated. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Purdy off the play fake. That is caught. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and blocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that would be off target and incomplete.
Well, they get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
On for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Open man has got it, the tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go play action with Hurts. To the sideline and incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught. Smith. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 32 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. Purdy looking to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Now Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Purdy. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, 49ers.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Up the gut, McCaffrey. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Looking to throw. Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Back to throw now on first down. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be second down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Out of the gun, Purdy. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
The Niners on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This offense ready for their upcoming series as we get a look at the former Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Hurts to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
At the 49ers' 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts. Able to connect with Dotson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
But they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
Barkley is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith on the receiving end for Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Jalen Carter. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
This offense on third down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now with Purdy. That's caught by Jennings. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Third and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a first down.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But that was a unit that understood exactly who the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. This is Jennings. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing here, Purdy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw, Purdy. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get it inside the 20. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
Purdy on the sneak. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Purdy now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Pinheiro is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown 49ers.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this is now a one-point game. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles and Jalen Hurts heading back to work. He's thrown touchdown passes on his last two drives as he begins here, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Another one, jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
At the 29-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A first down carry for Barkley. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Eagles first down.
We use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Third down and 1. They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Elliott on for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's capped off by a receiving touchdown from Saquon Barkley. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, they'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second down and a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Purdy. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give him one more play.
It'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th floor studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number three. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And